Hi everyone, Flo here, welcome back to another video. This video will be unscripted as there is new information coming out almost every second. So yeah, don't expect me to do some professional work here. Anyway, this is the part 2 of Gachatubers react to new information concerning LenTotally's situation. And apparently there is also a response video, but I'll be coming up to that later. Anyway, since yesterday, new other big Gachatubers reacted to that video made by Oopsie. Link in the description as well, check it out. And well, I'll be reading those comments today so that you don't have to search all the way deep down in the comment section, because right now there's so many comments, it's very hard to find those comments anyway. So here, first comment we will be reading is one made by Midori Stories that was quite neutral before 1 month ago, but then decided to have their own opinion. Anyway, here's the comment. Okay, so I've heard about the rumors and flags for a while, and I feel at this time I've stated my own opinion. With all that's going on, I feel that neither person is in the right. First off, Len should have been way more responsible for his action since he is an adult. There are no excuses for him to not take any blame for what he has done, and should take on his punishment completely. However, after watching this video, I felt that the victim can also be in the wrong as well. Even if they are young and aren't in the age of consent either, they have came to Len multiple times, even as he has tried to stop their relationship from getting worse. The whole situation seemed to be a very manipulative one, and I feel both people should own up to their responsibilities. I own up to no sides, but just wanted to state how I feel. Be safe everyone, and please watch the way you communicate with others. This not only discourages the community a lot, but messes up everything around us too. Another Gachatuber called Aquila said right below Midori's story comment, "It's funny, from the very second this drama started, I always knew something was off," and was showing people the facts to the point the victim's friend even started to question her. So glad I was right. Now I'll be focusing on the comments made by the oldest Gachatubers in the community, such as Curie and Rosie Closey, but first I'll start with Curie. I've had what looked like an underage teenager send me non-explicit but attractively luring photos through DMs after talking with him for a few weeks. Why did I do it the moment I felt uncomfortable with his actions? I warned him not to do it again. And then when he did it again, I blocked him. There is zero excuse for Len to condone this kind of behavior from a minor, even if the minor has instigated this kind of immoral behavior. So as you can see, Carrie already had this sort of situation, but took the upper hand before things got worse. Anyway, now is the moment to read Rosie Closey's comment under Hoopsie's video. Edited because I felt like rewording some things. The reality is young teens are not always mentally mature enough to fully understand how wrong a relationship of this nature between a minor and an adult is. You can't blame a child for something that should have been stopped by the adult. Yes, it is clear that Sophia took a lot of wrong actions in this ordeal, but it should have been Len, her adult friend, to have told her that anything more than a healthy friendship between a minor and an adult was wrong in the first place. From the start, it needed to be a flat-out no from Len, not a monologue about his hesitant state, about her age and his relationship issues with other girls. It is very clear that he knew about her feelings early on and knew fully well that the age difference was a big no-no, but still chose to develop a sexual relationship with her. A lot of people have commented that Sophia lied about feeling traumatized and depressed. Perhaps look at it this way, assuming you are a minor. Your adult friend that you have feelings for willingly engages in a sexual relationship with you. You're even willing to wait until you're legal of age to be with him. You do anything you can to please them, and you dismiss your friend's concerns because you love him. However, he pushes you away emotionally and doesn't open up to you as much as you hope. He uses you for sexual gratification, but he's only comfortable to be friends with benefits. This is not a normal thing for a teenager to go through with an adult, and it's really not a surprise that they will be in a dark headspace. I'm unsure where the evidence is of Len attempting to turn down Sophia's advances properly, or better yet, stop talking to them the moment he knew a line was being crossed. But it is already shown that he has more than happy to receive explicit material and did go out of his way to ask them from her too. They both made mistakes here, but we need to remember that Len is the adult. The responsibility lies on him. He does not gain my sympathy because he was supposedly scared of her and didn't have the willpower to reject a young teen's advances. Len has demonstrated that he doesn't know where to draw the line with the minor, nor can control his perverted desires with one, and I can only hope he will not engage with one in this manner ever again. I understand people might disagree with me on this. This is a delicate situation, and in time can hopefully be left in the past. Naughty, a YouTuber who also made a video about LenTotally's situation a month ago, reacted to also Oopsie's video with this comment. It's up to Len to put a stop to these things, despite the victim doing things they are a child, and Len being the adult with influence should have blocked the child. After reading all those comments, I decided to look into LenTotally's ex-friends, let's say, community posts if they ever shared this video of Oopsie. And we have one community post made by TakosuVP who reacted to this specific video without sharing it because of comments. Let me read that community post. For those who saw the video and blaming on the victim, y'all look like absolute clowns. You do understand that you are forgetting the part where he kept it going, right? Asks for videos and pictures multiple times. It doesn't matter who started it. Len is in the fault for not blocking her. The girl was never obsessed, so for the people making that assumption, throw that out of the window. The video was made by his old friends. They're adults, and some even have issues with the minor saying itself multiple times, and that they got in the way of a perfect bond. No, Len got in the way of the bond you wanted. Len asked for disgusting photos of a minor, and multiple of you seem to forget that. You also can't be blaming the minor for getting groomed. That is 100% Len's fault. So what if she started the conversation first? So what if she did this when she was 12? So what if she's not innocent? So what if she didn't listen to her friends? Grow the hell up. That's on the people who made her think that way. She's a minor, a damn kid. Even if she was told multiple times by her friends to stop, just so you know, this went on for months. The friends did nothing but tell her, yeah, this isn't right, and then let it go until her exposed video came out. She loved past tense Lens. And that's like telling someone to let go of somebody you really love. It's not her fault for being in denial about it. Saying it's her fault for sending pictures of herself first, don't you think Len should have blocked her then? But he didn't since he's weak and let his horniness for kids get the best of him, and it's disgusting. He was being given false hope with the I love yous, and there are very much text messages where he manipulates her into sending pictures saying stuff similar to, well, this isn't the only time I feel like this, so on and so forth. You can all have opinions, but some opinions can very much be wrong, such as, I believe I'm a square. Like, are you really a square? No, if you're blaming the minor for what happened to them, then I hope you seek proper education about morals, because you clearly don't understand the gravity of it. For the people saying that she's not traumatized and wasn't feeling depressed, you don't even know her. You don't know what she dealt with. She was traumatized to finally learn that what he has been doing to her was wrong. That's why the messages in the video skip on to Sophia's telling Lara, he groomed me, because he did exactly that. But when the victim finally learns that he's been using her for his sexual gain, you still blame the victim? What is this logic? And for those trying to figure out the victim's identity and don't respect their privacy, you're part of the problem. So as you can see, those new revelations really divide everyone. Some become neutral, some get out of their neutrality and express their opinion, some are firmly defending the victim, others are trying to give Len a second chance. Everything is messed up at this point. I was looking into the other comments, and by searching deep down, I found a very interesting comment that I should really share with you. It was made by The Bee, and this account was made recently. technically on the 20th of March 2021. And here's what they say. I literally had to make an account just for this. I was a co-owner in her server. 3 of her friends, including myself, made it for the victim as a birthday present. But and behold, I was banned. Why? For showing the truth and staying neutral. And I got mentioned in the wiki page for some reason. I want to be clear that I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here if she didn't continue talking to LenTotally's in the first time he rejected and never insisted just because of her obsession towards him. LenTotally's could have blocked, but he didn't because he's an idiot and didn't want to cut people off. And if they only revealed everything to begin with, no one needed this drama. They brought it up poorly. These are my thoughts and my experience. I wouldn't be commenting, but they've mentioned my name too much in their server and on the wiki page. The first thing I want to address is that they didn't want to handle or fix things privately first. They did it on impulse. I am not against the idea of telling the community that Len has committed pedophilic actions. That's important. But all of this didn't need to reach the layout of the community. She literally could have avoided all of this if she waited and talked in private first. But she had blocked Len and a few others and made the video anyways. I am all for awareness, but a civil and well-made one. This is purely just for selfish desires, not thinking about the community as a whole and not how it would affect an already suffering group. If they didn't want the victim to get hurt after showing an exposed video like that, do they expect that the truth wouldn't come out? That's why matters are dealt privately first. Look, what the community now has to go through because of her involving everyone, even her old friends, are just puppets to her. The victim had been lying for the bigger parts of dramas, mostly this one, twisting the truth and failing to give all information. Naive, even 19, I trusted her because she was young, innocent, and 14. I even saw her as my little sister. On February 2022, the video had come out and I asked her and her boyfriend why. Why they made a video and posted it publicly without handling things in private first to see how it go, like actual sensible people. She howled and cried that she had no choice and said what's done is done. Okay, fine, I trust her. It hurts since I knew LenTotally's for a long time. I was friends with both of them. It hurt seeing her do this to someone she liked and obsessed over. She lied so flawlessly and played me. I had my doubts, but I pushed them because we both agreed we were both rejects and we both liked Len. I trusted her, not to mention of her screaming, "You don't know what it felt like." Even when I told her of my own experience and close calls with predators and getting sexually harassed myself. Yet, I never called her out on it since trauma is different for everyone. I am in no goddamn way supporting LenTotally's and what he did. He messed up. However, the exposed video was 44 seconds long. This so-called traumatizing and scary experience that lasted months, 5 months or more, only had 44 seconds of evidence. That doesn't make a goddamn sense. And why spend for 5 months? If she was scared and traumatized, why hesitate so long? Simple. She wanted to stay with him. That's it. Just simple fact from the screenshots and from her ends. She wanted to stay, regardless of all warnings. I'm commenting further because she's getting away and it's just enabling so much toxicity from her to keep using against people. Think of the friends she cast aside simply for being neutral. What the hell? And say that she's only 14. Well, God, I'm terrified to see what worse she can do when she's older. I don't care about her or Len. I cared for the people she involved. She showed it to her friends, was even smug about it. And what did they get? They got thrown aside because they were calling out on her bullshit. Age. Newsflash, she isn't 14 forever. This all happened of late 2019 to 2020. She was 15 in 2020. She's now turning 16. Oh my God, does time not work where you live? This all happened in the span of a year, when LenTotally's was barely 20. He was 29, but sure, exaggerate the exposed video, whatever. Stop defending her age. Stop being innocent and goody two-shoes. Don't deny these facts. Stop looking at her age and look at her goddamn actions. Don't dismiss this kind of thing because she's 14. We can't blame her even if she insisted on it. Well, aren't you just making it worse by letting her go and letting her all do this again? She said nudes a lot. She was toxic a lot. She even stated in her staff Q&A that's the way she sees and accepts friends, are by testing them to see if they can handle her insulting them constantly. Stop enabling this kind of mentality because of her age. Children nowadays develop differently. Stop comparing them to each other. Everyone is different. It so happened she's been doing this since she was 12, apparently. She's not an adult, true, but she's not a teenager that needs to be spoon-fed her meal every day. Defending her and ignoring her actions solely because of a title such as minor just proves how little you actually traverse this generation today. Last thing. Let people be neutral. Stop saying victim blaming. She literally misused so many terms that are so delicate and fragile. Casually playing around with depression and trauma. This is the type of cloud that puts actual victims more in a tight spot. Stop jumping into conclusions just because it was there first. Always look into the full story. Don't hate someone for their opinion. Literally, it's not affecting you in any way. It's just words on the screen. If you don't like it, scroll past it. People are afraid to speak up and ended up having peer pressure due to people hating unpopular opinions. See how you like it if you knew a side of a story no one did, but you couldn't speak up, not wanting to be hated. Freedom of speech is for everyone. Don't oppress the thoughts of people. Let them draw their own conclusions. The truth is inevitable. The conclusions are just temporary. Don't get so worked up on a comment just because they don't agree with you. Like me, they're people too. Phew, that was a lot to read, but very interesting points right there. Anyway, now that I've read all the comments I found for myself interesting in Oopsie's comments, there is now a new video made by LenTotally's, a response video. So before checking out this video, link in description, I first check out his community posts if he ever posted anything. And here are some community posts that are quite interesting. One day ago, I was interviewed and I have shared screenshots recording what happened in this video. Feel free to watch it as it explains everything without BS. I will also upload a response video soon. So basically, most of the screenshots that were in Oopsie's video were coming from Len himself, since he was interviewed by the two creators of the video. Anyway, moving on to another community post. To the person who edited this wiki, you clearly do not understand the situation. This is counted as cyber libeling. There is only one victim. I really suggest you to watch Oopsie's video again. Vanessa and Amy are legal adults. As for the staff member, this is a completely different indirect situation. You can refer to the pinned comment in my last post about this. The original comment is found in the Oopsie video. The people who were in charge about this wiki took ahead and fixed the issue. The response video that you can find on LenTotally's channel is actually a repost. Here is what a community post says. Hold on, I need to fix something in the video. There's a slight error that I did not mean to show. I simply need to blur something. The video is almost 20 minutes long and is divided into multiple sections, But I won't be explaining the video because there is already a lot I have said in my video, and I really suggest you to watch it for more details, link in the description. But right now I won't be focusing on the video. I will be focusing on other big Gachatubers that reacted to this response LenTotally made. Alright, here's the first comment. LenTotally added a pinned comment with the most commonly asked question, and one of the questions were, why did you do it? He answered, it's a very long relationship. It's like having a best friend, but it got out of hand to the point that you're just completely honest, even if it's wrong. It reached the point that it got sexual and toxic. I've been aware of this, hence why I wanted to avoid her on multiple occasions. It wasn't just sexual deeds. It was just plain toxic. Insults, And fourth, I don't want to be part of that. I know I should endure her insults as much and such as the adult, but they mostly just hurt me. I'm sure there are more reasons, but I can't remember. This is evident at the timestamp 10 minutes and 05 seconds. Timestamp that I located, and this is a screenshot right here. Pause to read. I believe Melonade was the first one to actually react to Len's response by commenting under his video. Here's the comment. I was really waiting for you to make this kind of long explanation about the situation. That's why I didn't talk about your issue publicly, except in my Instagram story once. I'm glad you made your official response now and also apologize, and I hope you can learn from your mistakes now. Since you're leaving now, I just want to say goodbye. I hope you are fine now and doing well. I still want to thank you for being a great inspiration for the gacha community though. Goodbye, Len. Well, I was writing this comment when the previous video got deleted, so I just pasted it here. LenTotally's is indeed thinking of quitting the gacha community. And as I scrolled in the comments, there were a lot supporting him. So yeah, it depends really on the opinion of the person. That, like, most of them gave him a second chance because they are truly fans of LenTotally's. I'm being neutral in this, but I'm sure a lot of people will agree about those fans being still supportive after what he has done. Anyway, moving on to another comment made by LeMQ. In my opinion, I think both sides made mistakes and no one here is fully innocent. I feel bad for both sides that it had to happen. But I don't want to go into more. I just want to let you know that I still support you. Good luck. I'm pretty sure as I make this video, there are a lot of more comments made by big Gachatubers or people close to Len that actually reacted to this response video, but I'll end this video here because not only this is a very long video, but I also have to focus on my studies as well. I have still 1 hour to eat, yay. Anyway, I hoped you enjoyed this video, even though the topic was very sensitive and hard to digest. And I hope you stay safe, either on the internet or in real life, and have a nice day or night. Bye everyone!